So yeah, it was like really fucking entertaining, but I don't understand why the fuck does the show have to come on so late? Like it should be on early. It was really weird. Anyway, are we recording? We're not recording? Okay.
No, we are.
Oh, okay. All right. So, wrestling. Yeah, that's the thing that we talk about also. Wrestling. So, you want to get into Smackdown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Smackdown happened. What did you think of Smackdown?
It was okay.
No, no. You're full of shit. Full of shit.
Okay.
You can say it's okay. You can say it's okay. It was not okay.
Okay.
It was not okay. You can say, yeah, it was okay. It was not okay. It was not okay.
Keep in mind, like my rating scale is different from yours, so my okay is probably way lower than your okay.
Mm-hmm. It was only one thing that literally, like, fucking was entertaining. It was the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah,
it was the beginning of the show. Roman's out there, and Roman's talking about how he smashes people. He smashed 2 people one night. He even say Daniel Bryan's name. He's talking so much trash, and then he turns to Paul and say, "Paul, when I put my hand out, how come you ain't hand me the title? You hand me the microphone, but why you ain't hand me the title?" Paul's like, you didn't hand it to me yesterday. He's like, but I'm gonna let that one go, Paul. So he continues to talk about smashing. It got sticky all around. Then all of a sudden, he calls out Brock Lesnar. So I was like, okay. Because Brock sent out a tweet earlier today talking shit. He's like, all right, Brock, I'm here. He's like, he's waiting. Brock doesn't show up. So he's about to leave. And then, damn it, Brock shows up. Did you think Brock was actually going to show up?
Funny. Part of me thought it wasn't because like it took way too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say it'd be funny if he wouldn't show up. Like, what if he didn't show up? What would be plan B?
I don't know. And then Mountain Man Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Roman. And then he beat Roman on the outside. He beat up the Usos. He broke a camera. He beat up a bunch of agents. He got in a ring. And he was holding the title. And he started to leave. And Adam Pearce said, "We can't have this. You're going to have to be suspended, Brock." Okay. So Brock turned around and was like, "What you say? You're suspended." Okay. Brock gets in the ring, grabs Adam Pearce by the tie, chokes the living daylights out of him, and says, "Say it again. Say it again." And Adam Pearce, with his... yeah, it's so fucking funny because it's like he was dying and just going to say, "You're suspended." And then he got F5. And he left. And immediately, everybody goes, "Oh my God, what does this mean? It just means blah, 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 yada, yada, yada." And I'm like, stadium, January 29th. They need to fill it. How do you fill it? Bingo, bango. You fill it with the biggest match possible. Roman, Brock, 7, 8, 9, whatever it is. He gets his revenge. Well, what does that mean about WrestleMania? Let me guess. Oh, they go to a backstage thing where Sonya is talking to Naomi, and then all of a sudden we see Drew, and Drew's talking to her, and Drew has a twin in the background, Mansoor, who's doing the same exact thing that he's doing. But if you understand visual symmetry and things that happen where people put visual cues, you will understand exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Because the visual cue was, Drew, right there, after the Roman situation. Where is that going? I don't know. And Drew said he wanted to make a name for himself. I have no idea. Something that's been talked about forever. WrestleMania. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, dude. Sure. Okay.
What happened there?
Yeah. So then Drew comes out and he wrestles Sami Zayn in one of the saddest things that's happened in a long time. Sami comes out. It's the beginning of his music, and they gave Sami new music. How do you feel about this? Huh? I don't like it. But I said the same thing about Roman's music the first time I heard it. I said I don't like it. It may have to grow on me. Sami said he likes it, so I don't know. It'll give me a minute. You have to give me a minute.
Either, you know.
That's true. That's true.
And after a while, like even like you was kind of upset with fucking Johnny Gargano's losing his shit too. So and then you got over it.
So yeah, it's just gonna take me a while.
Yep.
So Drew picks up. Shut up. Drew picks up the win, and then we have a segment where the whole entire segment, I was scared and nervous. And I know you're like, why are you scared and nervous? I'm scared and nervous because it was the coronation of Xavier Woods with Kofi Kingston. And Kofi's there. And Kofi's saying, hey, I'm glad that you did this. And he's giving this long-ass speech. And I'm like, he's going to turn on him. And the only reason I thought that because this is WWE and we can never have anything good. I'm like, he's going to turn on him. Then Renegade's like, no, Xavier's going to turn on him. Like, we just kept having this feeling. And at the end of it, nothing happened. And it was just a celebration and coronation. And nothing happened. I'm like, ah, that was good.
We were both wrong and pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I was super happy. It was one of those things where you're just anxious because you know WWE's going to fuck it up. But it's just like, when it happens, you're like, oh, well, that happened. And
they didn't fuck up. Thank God.
Nope. So then we had a rematch from Saudi Arabia. It was Mansoor versus Ali. And I know you're like, what the fuck? Like, that's kind of racist. No, it's not kind of racist. Like, it was a good match. And Mansoor won again. So then we got Hit Row. And somebody pointed out something, and I'm like, I understand this, but at the same, I understand it had to happen, but I understand this in the thought process behind it. The person was like, yo, they debuted Hit Row in the whitest part of the country. In middle America, they debuted Hit Row. It's like, nobody was paying attention. It's like, you know what? That's true. Like, a lot of, it had to happen, like, they had to debut sometime, but they're, like, in the middle of fucking, like, bubble fuck America. And it's like, yeah, they're not going to be receptive to, like, 4 black people. It's like, I don't know about that. So, I mean, yeah, like...
hip-hop and all that, yeah.
Uh-huh. And, the funny thing about it is, like, a lot of people that are just the wrestling fans and the wrestling community all together, they were talking about Hit Row and they started to make some comparisons. They're like, oh, like the Shield and I forgot the other group that they compared them to, but like factions that are just like major factions, and they're like, yeah, like that's where we see Hit Row going, all right? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I see too. Because this has a look and a feel, and it could be something major. And the funny part is, a lot of people don't realize this. Hit Row has only been a creation for less than 6 months. So we still haven't seen even the little bit of what they can do yet. And they're already on the main roster. That's telling you something.
Yeah, they're gonna be something great.
Yeah. So we had Top Dollar and Swerve as a tag team pick up their first win as a tag team. So yeah, that's the thing.
Still weird because
he's either injured or like they don't want to use him yet. Which is actually like extremely funny that everybody forgot that he existed last year. He existed last year. Like in the pandemic, he was like the dude who was getting murdered on every show. And then he went to NXT and like he became somebody. But yeah.
Oddly enough, I want to say he debuted on NXT because he was like the army guy.
He debuted on 205 Live, actually. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So then we had a championship escape challenge for sexual tension.
What the fuck?
And it was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bartender Cabron. And of course, you know, Bartender Cabron with mad crap walls wound up getting the win. So he's probably going to wind up winning the Intercontinental title. I don't like it. I don't like Bartender Cabron and him fighting. So then we get to the main event angle. All of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided if you let Bianca beat Charlotte and Sasha beat Becky. All of this could have been avoided. This thing didn't need to happen. They both came out in their wrestling gear, and soon as me and Renegade Shin were like, "Oh, some shit's gonna go down." We weren't wrong, but we were way off what this shit was.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So they get in the ring, Becky and Charlotte, and they're getting ready for the handoff. And Becky's supposed to grab the belt and do the two belt like thing, and she reaches for the belt, and Charlotte drops it on the floor, and Sonya's like, pick it up. So she picks up the belt and she gives it to Becky. Well, she actually gives it to Sonya to give to Becky, and Becky's pissed, and Becky takes up her belt and like just throws it at fucking Charlotte, like, take the belt then. And they're kind of going back and forth arguing, and then here comes Sasha, and Sasha's like setting up for her role. And as soon as she gets in the ring, like Charlotte said something to her, like, which is like, you just didn't want to feel left out. And like, I can't hear exactly what Sonya said, but Sonya said something to Charlotte, like mumbling something like, yo, like, stick to the script or some shit. So Charlotte looks at Becky. Becky leaves, and Charlotte and Sasha have a little fight. And then the show goes off the air with Sasha standing tall. We get a tweet that says, "Fuck WWE" from Andrade. And it can coincide with two things. It coincides with this or the match later. But to give you more clarity on this, fucking beef between Becky and Charlotte. Before I break it down, what's your thoughts on what you know so far? What is your thoughts?
It's weird because, like, aren't they like quote unquote the best of friends? Like legit, you know? See, this is why
what I always say, it's nice to consume everything because if you consume everything, you don't miss nothing.
Yeah.
On Renee Paquette's podcast a couple months ago, interviewing Charlotte, and Charlotte says, "Me and Becky, we ain't as close as we used to be. Like our relationship is strained right now. Like we're not close. Like I wish nothing but the best for her, but we're not close. I mean, I could barely even call us friends." It's like, oh, well, that was tasteful. And a couple of times, even when we had that tag match on Raw where everybody was fighting, Becky said she wouldn't piss on Charlotte to save her life. We're like, oh, this just doesn't work. And they were fighting, and it's like, yeah, that's just a work. But this was wrapped up into the story, and it was wrapped up into a lot of things. Because backstage, before they went out, the whole day, Charlotte is like, I don't want to do the swap. Becky's like, I don't want to do it either, but I don't really care. It's whatever. We can do the swap. It doesn't matter. Charlotte's angry, like, I don't want to do this because it's going to make my character look weak and like this and the third. And it's like, okay, like it's a swap. Like they're making it more than it should be. And it got to a little conversation. They're trying to convince Vince to do something different, and Vince is like, no, it's just gonna be this way. And from what I was told, that it was a Vince call, and John Laurinaitis and Bruce was like, hey, maybe we should do something different. And Vince was like, no, we're here, we already got to the championship switch, fuck it, whatever, we're gonna go with this. So it happens, and because of what happened in the ring, once they got backstage, it started a conversation, which turned into an argument, which almost turned into a fight between Becky and Charlotte. And it just was a really fucking crazy argument because Charlotte's like, that was some bullshit. And Becky's like, dog, like, you just made me look bad out there when you threw the title on the floor. And they're arguing, they're going back and forth, and it gets heated. And it starts to get so heated that, like, everybody in the locker room has to come and just, yo, like, relax. They're trying to stop this, cool it down. But then we find out that a lot of people, a lot of the females have been angry at Charlotte. And I know you're like, well, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, you want to ask Nia Jax if that's right? When they had that little scuffle, it went a little bit too far. Yeah, she's been a little bit more arrogant and evil and stand-alone-ish than she was before. And it's like, oh, okay, well, she's angry. And it's like, it's to the point where everybody's like, I don't even know if she wants to be here anymore because it's just getting weird. And the people are like, oh, we're like, they're taking up for Becky because like they have respect for Becky, and Becky's not being mean and egotistical in her feelings. Becky's just being normal Bex, being something that she's always been, Mom Bex. So everybody's like, oh, well, like we're gonna ride with Becky because she's not troublesome and she's not a problem, but you're becoming a problem to everybody in the locker room. Like you're not hanging around anybody, you're not talking to anybody, you're being more this and that and distant. And it's like some people even like brought up the fact was like, oh, it's because you want to be with your boyfriend and you want to go leave. And it's like, I don't know what the true thing is, but they were not happy with Charlotte. They even escorted her out of the building, but it's like no one was happy with that situation, and no one is happy with Charlotte right now.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a little tense, and the fact that they're gonna have to wrestle at Survivor Series unless something changes. You know what I mean? I don't know, because they're definitely gonna have to wrestle. They're gonna have to put on their big girl pants and be like, you know what? We're gonna have to be friends. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This feels off.
I say Montreal Screwjobber.
That's the thing. She has more years left on her contract. You can't just screw her and say, fuck out of here. She has years on her contract. And it's no, like, to be honest, there's no reason for her to leave other than to be with Andrade. That's it. That's the only reason it would be, like, okay for her to leave. It's like, oh, I just want to be with my man and we could be in the same company. Fine. That's it. But, like, for her to, like, just be all in her feelings and her own energy, like, and just be kind of egotistical as, like, everybody's been saying that she is, it's like, come on, like, we know that you can do that, but, like, just come on, like, get back to normal, get back to regular Charlotte, like, get back to fun Charlotte. You know what I mean?
No, totally. Like, it's like she's channeling her character. Like, she's like Charlotte Flair 24/7. Where like Ashley's not like that. Ashley's chill. So like, I don't know what the fuck.
And then there was a rumor that was out that was she wanted to drop the belt to Bianca so they wouldn't have this problem. But like, okay, cool. Like that sounds like a good rumor. If that rumor would have came out earlier this week, that rumor came out today, like after the whole fight thing. So it's like, are you just saying that because of the fight? It's like, it was like a whole week where she could have been complaining backstage and you've been like, oh, she was complaining about this. And people know when you're complaining backstage, like, oh, she had complained about this. So, yeah, and everybody would have been reported on it. But now, like, the fight happened, they're like, oh, she wanted to get dropped the title to Bianca. It's like, that doesn't seem right. I mean, it's the right thing to do, but it doesn't seem right.
You can see.
Yeah. But like this whole title switch situation just became like, it made it worse. It made whatever was going on between them two worse. And it made like it played out on TV and backstage. It just was bad. And like you can't do nothing but like blame WWE for this, because this is all WWE's fault.
Had they like you initially said, like it'll be fine. Like have Sasha win the SmackDown win, have Bianca win the Raw win, done.
Now, like, I'm not gonna lie, but it wouldn't make any sense now. But if they would have kept the titles the way that they kept them, and they would have had Bianca face Charlotte and Becky versus Sasha. If they would have had those matches at Survivor Series because they're crossover matches, you'd be like, okay. But then, like, the winners of those matches would fight each other, like, later on at the night because we have to have title versus title. Like, that would have been cool because it would have been like, okay, we get a final revenge from Sasha and Bianca because Bianca can't beat Charlotte and Sasha can't beat Becky. A final, like the final wins. And then we get the rematch of WrestleMania that everybody has been wanting to see. And we have one of them win. Like, it's a total win-win for everybody. Like, that whole tournament setup would have been a win-win for everybody. But they said, nah, fuck it. We're just going to do this shit.
That would have been perfect. Like, fucking everybody says Chef's kiss. Like, I love that whole idea.
Yeah. Because it would have been perfect because it would have gave everybody revenge matches and they would have got their revenge wins and you're like, oh my god, like the titles are back where they belong. And then like at the same time you're like, oh shit, that's dope. And you're thinking like, oh shit. Then you realize it's like, oh, later on in the night we get Bianca versus Sasha again, like just one-on-one with no outside interference. It's two champions clash and you're like, oh shit, we get that match again and we really want it. And boom, and everybody's happy. Like you send the whole crowd home happy with like one of the best wrestling shows for women, and you're like, okay, that changed everything. But yeah, they fucked up. Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Andrade, we go to Rampage. And we start off with the tournament, and it starts with Orange Cassidy versus William Hobson. And Orange Cassidy comes in. Orange Cassidy comes in with broken ribs from Matthew Jacob Hardy, and Will Hobson is beating him down, working on the ribs. But all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy comes back and he gets the win. And you're like, wow, Orange Cassidy gets the win, and Orange Cassidy gets to move on and go to the next round to face either Jon Moxley or 10. How did you like this match?
I didn't care. Just that simple. Like, honestly, I don't care. I don't think I care about anything in this tournament.
Oh, okay. So then we had Penta and Alex Abrahantes, the tag team champions, because Phoenix is not there, and Abrahantes has the tag team title for some godforsaken reason.
That threw me off.
Yeah. And then they see two guys with green masks in the front row. They're like, it's FTR. Let's take the mask off. And it's not FTR, but they get jumped by FTR. And then Telly comes out, and Telly and FTR beat the shit out of Penta and Abrahantes. So they beat Abrahantes so bad, they punched the shit out of him. We'll talk about how bad he got beat later on.
You know their names, right? With the fucking green on?
What, El Luchadores?
Those Ranas Locos. Dax actually tweeted that shit. Crazy frogs.
Okay, the crazy frogs.
Yeah, like he actually tweeted that. So there you go.
Okay. So Pop came out to like scare everybody off, and everybody ran. Like, okay, cool. Pop came to save everybody. Then we get Anna Jay versus Britt Baker, DMD. And Britt had Reba and Jamie. So Anna's in the match. She's surviving long enough. Yeah, and I mean, she's surviving. She's not like winning. She's surviving because Britt is only toying with her. And then Britt beats her. And when Britt beats her, she says, fuck it, I'm going to put the Cobra Lock or whatever the dentist move is back on her. And all of a sudden, lockjaw. And then Tay Conti comes out. And Tay says, I'm going to kick you eventually. And kicks her in the head. And sets up for Tay Conti versus Britt Baker, DMD. How do you feel about that match?
I love Britt Baker. I love Anna Jay.
I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, I'm agree.
Like, normally I would be nice and whatever, but like that whole night I kept telling you, this is my most anticipating match. Like, I was waiting for this match. Because I totally forgot everything else that was going to happen on the show. This was the main one I remembered. And nah, man, like, nah, this ain't it, Doc. This ain't it.
But how do you feel about Tay Conti versus Britt Baker eventually for the title at Full Gear?
In my mind, like, I feel like that ain't it either, because I felt like fucking Anna Jay was it. So Me being wrong, this might be it.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be good, too. So then we had the main event. Pac versus Andrade. For no reason. It was just part 2. So this match, everybody's talking about how good this match is. What say you? Or I say me?
I think.
Okay, what do you say?
Like, yeah, this match probably sucked more than the Britt Baker match.
I'll give it a generous 4 stars. I'll give it generous 4 stars. And okay. I know everybody's like, whoa, 4 stars is very high. But 4 stars is basically medium to me. Like 3 stars means it's like suck. 4 stars is basic medium. It's mid. Like this match was mid, and I know people are like, oh, you're hating on AEW. No, because I'm going to say what I thought was a 5-star match from AEW later. But this was a 4-star match to me. And Andrade got the win. And then the lights went out and it got black because Aleister Black showed up. Malachi Black. And he's there. And Arn Anderson comes out with his Glock and he points it at both of them and says, kill both you bitches. And then Cody Rhodes comes in and beats everybody's ass. And that's how the show ends.
Yes,
so.
Cody.
Oh, wow. That was harsh. That was harsh. It was very harsh.
Like, at this point, everybody hates him, so, like, you just gotta be honest with it now.
Everybody hates Code. I'm thinking it's going to either be a tag match or it's going to be a 4-way at Full Gear. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, because it's like it's going to be a tag match or a 4-way, because all of those names was rumored to be his opponent at Full Gear. So instead of just going, oh, we're just going to do that, why don't you just do everybody? Just do everybody. Yeah. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I prefer a fucking 4-way over the tag team match. Tag team's too predictable.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we started off Dynamite with booty shaking Daniel Bryan versus Dustin Rhodes. And I've seen a lot of people on the timeline go, oh, this was Dustin's best match ever. And it's like, you're too young to remember Dustin's best matches ever, because he had some great matches with Stunning Steve Austin and Ricky Steamboat. What? He had matches before this? And somebody's going to say, wait, no, he was probably Goldust. This was before he was Goldust. So, yeah, no. Like, when he was when he was the U.S. champion in WCW, he had matches. He had some good matches. Some banging matches. Like, that's
Barry Windham.
Mm-hmm. That's when I was a huge fan of his. And I know people are like, well, it's his best match in AEW. Y'all forget that he had that match with Cody Rhodes that like changed the course of history. But all right, cool, whatever. Yeah, just go ahead and say this is his best match ever. No. He lost. Yeah. He lost to Daniel Bryan, which means Daniel Bryan moves on into the next round of the tournament.
Of course.
Then we had Rod and Todd and Kenny and Adam all cut a promo about how Hangman Page is a fucking coward. And I'm like, yeah, we know that. We know that he's a coward. Like, nothing that you're saying is fucking strange. No, He's a fucking coward. Kenny, we know. Whatever. So, whatever. Then we get FTR. Yeah. We get an FTR promo, and they're talking about how they want the tag team championships, and they haven't had the titles for a year. So, they're talking, and then they cut to Penta and Abrahantes. His face looks like raw steak. Like, they fucking punched him so bad. He looks like raw steak. It's fucked up. I loved it. I loved it so much.
Me too.
I loved it. So then we had a Sting promo, and Sting's out there, and then Mid JF came out, and Mid JF walks in the ring, and he's trying to insult Sting, talking about Lex Luger. He's like, yeah, Lex Luger is in a wheelchair. And Sting starts beating him up. And then Shawn Spears comes out and Wardlow. And they start beating the shit out of Sting. They chair the shit out of Sting. They beat him down. And Mid JF says, well, I'm looking for you, Darby. I beat up your dad and I'm going to fight you next. So come find me, you bitch. And then he punches Sting because Sting gets up with the diamond ring. Like, come on, you bitch. I'm going to fight you. And that's what he said and walked off. Like, they're good, whatever. And, of course, you know, people just go to the extreme. Oh, my God, he's so good. He's the best in the business. Yeah, whatever.
I was offended.
Annoying. No, I'm super offended.
And it wasn't because of the fucking disabled joke. It was the fact that you could have said so many other things. Like
so many other things.
Like,
yeah.
You're not even creative.
Nope. So then we had a backstage thing where it was Britt Baker. She was talking about how she's going to beat Tanara Kante's ass at Full Gear, which I'm okay with. Then we have the brackets for the TBS Women's Tournament. We get Thunder Rosa with a bye. Don't understand why. And we have, then she faces whoever wins between Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter. I hope it's Jamie Hayter. Then we have Jade Cargill with a bye. Don't know why. And she faces whoever wins between Bunny and Red Velvet. Okay. Then we have Nyla Rose with a bye. And she faces whoever wins between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. Then we have Chris Statlander with a bye. And she faces whoever wins between Penelope Ford and Ruby Soho. And then now.
Bye.
Yeah, no, it's too many buys. It's too many buys. Like, okay, I want to say, all right, cool. Everybody that gets a buy is because, like, you know, they earned it. Fam, I'm being honest with you. You have enough women in this show to do this. Like, you have enough women. And I know somebody's like, well, what about, like, they have... No. Britt Baker, Tanara Conti, take them out of the equation. Boom. All right, cool. Well, now what? Now what? You still have Sky Blue, and I know you're like, well, we don't know if she signed. Sky Blue is probably signed. You have Kira Hogan. You have Reba. And I forgot there's another woman here, and I know she is. Riho. And it's like, fam, like, you have other women to, like, fill up this tournament, and, like, adding those other 4 people would just give you more matches. And I know somebody's like, well, they have a time limit for this. They have enough shows to run the time limit out. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I don't understand it. It's not that hard. I'm so baffled. No, it's just so baffling. Like, I'm being honest, like, and I didn't even shit on WWE because I forgot to shit on them because that's how fucked up it is. Like, women's wrestling is like, it's hit or miss every now and then. WWE's All Smackdown had no women's matches. They just had that closing segment. That's all they had. This tournament is like, we're just gonna give a bunch of people buys when we're not gonna let them wrestle. Why? You could have had them wrestle so many other people. It's like it didn't make any sense. Like it's dumb. It's dumb. Like this, the way this bracket is bracketed, it's dumb. It's so dumb. Like I said, I named 4 people. They could have faced. They could have beat all 4 people. Like, I know Sky Blue's a friend of the show, but she could have just took a loss. Like, she could have just it's a loss, but you could have been in a tournament and it could have made it look bigger and better. It's like,
you know what they could have done?
What?
Put the fucking forbidden door and all that, right? They could have people from other companies show up and shit. So
we're gonna get to that in a minute. Like, we're gonna get to that in a minute. Like, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
But then in the TBS tournament, we had Ruby Soho versus Pinopoli. And Pinopoli loses to Ruby Soho. And then the Bune comes out. And then all cakes matter because Red Velvet comes out to help Ruby Soho. Damn, I fucked that up. You know I fucked it up, right?
Yeah.
Because I should have said all cakes batter. That's what I should have said. That would have been better. Way better than Madcap Mouse with jokes. But whatever. So moving on, we get Mid JF talking to Wardlow Wyatt. And Wardlow Wyatt is standing there, and Sean Spears is cleaning off a chair, and he tells Wardlow, Sean Spears is your new accountability buddy. And okay, now, what makes this funny is a lot of people just like, accountability buddy. If you go into the joke, what it is from South Park, when Butters went to straightening camp and he had an accountability buddy so they can be straight together, and the dude wound up video gaming himself. Yeah, you tell me that's not fucked up.
Totally fucked up. Like, what the hell?
Yes.
In the fucking promo, like, hey.
Yeah. So then we had a Robert Fish beats up Anthony Green. And he beats his ass, and then he keeps beating his ass. And then all of a sudden, Philip J. Brooks comes out and says, "Hey, you get away from that man. I'm going to fight you." He's like, "All right, I'll fight you too." "We the same age." "I know, I have less gray hair than you." "I'm going to fight you. Whatever." And they just growl at each other. And Phil walks away.
Funny part, he's not the one I thought was going to show up.
Who did you think was going to show up?
The most, important free agent there that was in the crowd.
Oh, Tony Nessel?
Yes, Tony Nessel.
Yes, Tony Nese was in the crowd the whole time. But I don't know why he was there.
A great...
Yeah, like, great free agent. Yeah, but he's not the greatest free agent. Just laying that out there. So
obviously signed.
But do we? So then we get a backstage thing with Dante Martin and Leo Rush, and they're gonna face the Seidel brothers next week. And it's like, okay, all right. So then we have Sienna show up and beat the shit out of Lance Archer. And she beat the hell out of Lance Archer. And then Lance Archer beat the hell out of her and threw a bunch of people on her, just like it was the Young Lions back in the day. And then Lance Archer fell on his head. He fell on his head. And the match, like, it just, like, he couldn't do anything after that. Because, like, he fell on his head and, like, kind of knocked himself out. It's like he really couldn't do anything after that. Like, it sucked. Like, it sucked because that match was, like, actually getting real good. And then he fell on his head. I was like, fuck.
Thank God, though, because, like, if he would have kept going, like, it could have got a lot worse. So, at least he had the whereabouts or whatever to know where he was, you know? I'm probably wording that, you know.
The wherewithal.
Right.
Yeah. So, Eddie picks up the win because of that. Eddie moves on to face...
What? Where was Sienna? I think Sienna was in this match.
Oh, Sienna. I was wrong. Sienna moved on. So then we had America's top team with the guys of the year, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. And Ethan Page is cutting his long, super duper, exacerbating promo. And Sammy Guevara comes out and says, "Would you please shut the hell up?" And they had a stipulation, and the stipulation is now Ethan Page is going to face Sammy for the TNT title. If he wins, Sammy's out of the Bullet Club or whatever club he's in. And if he doesn't win, then who the hell cares? Like, like they didn't even give a stipulation if he doesn't win. Like, I'm very confused. Like, if Ethan Page doesn't win, what happens?
If Ethan, then they're gonna have a 6-man at the pay-per-view Full Gear or whatever, and Sammy gets to pick the 3 people.
That's bullshit. Like, that's so bullshit. But like, it's such bullshit. Like, he's gonna pick the weakest fucking members, and it's like such bullshit, dude. It's just bullshit. Whatever. Bullshit. They wind up fighting, then the Inner Circle Elite come out, and they beat them down and send them out. So we had Sam Roberts or John Moxley, couldn't tell who it was, talking about the baby, talking about how much he doesn't give a damn about the demos, the ratings. He doesn't give a damn about anything. He just cares about the baby. It's like, well, that's sweet. That's so sweet. It's adorable. I liked it. Yeah.
Which threw me off.
Yeah, it was like, you're in the tournament, but like, okay, fine. That's great. So then we get cowboy shit because we get Hangman Page comes in and talks to the Dark Order, tells them, "Get your shit together, guys." And Mike Bennett was in the Dark Order, and everything was really weird. Everything was weird.
That was 5, y'all. That was 5. He needs to put his fucking mask back on, god damn it.
Yeah, because he looks like Mike Bennett, because every time I looked at him, I was like, oh, this is Mike Bennett. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, because he was totally thrown off. I guess he wasn't looking at him like, see, this is why he needs to put his mask back on. Like, he's wearing a hat. Like,
so we get Jungle Boy versus Brandon Cutler, and he destroys Brandon Cutler, and he says, "I want the Elite." And so all of a sudden, Adam Cole walks out and gets a huge pop for no reason except for him being Adam Cole. And then Rod and Todd super kick the hell out of Jungle Boy and leave him laying, which is leading to their tag team match. They wind up throwing him off a bridge, and they kissed him on both cheeks. And Rod and Todd said something to Jim Ross. "What you know about God, Jim Ross?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't know anything about him." So yeah, that was a thing. And then we had the main event. Well, first we had God's favorite asshole, Miro, talk about how much he's gonna have bloody sex with his wife. It's like, okay, cool. You do you, pal. You do you. She could take a shower, and that would stop the blood for like at least as long as you're having sex. Like, just tell her to take a shower. It will fix everything. Like, I know. Take a shower, and like it'll take everything. Trust me. I know these things. But okay, never mind. Never mind. He's talking about he's gonna have bloody sex, and then we have Aleister Malachi Black versus Cody Boo Boo Rhodes. And I only say boo boo because they keep booing the shit out of him completely. Insane.
Yeah, people hate this guy.
Yeah. So they have a match. The match was okay. I know I said there was a 5-star match here, and I like after remembering what was on Rampage, it was not on Rampage. I mean, on Dynamite, it wasn't there. So I lied. I'm sorry. There was no 5-star match on Dynamite. I'm completely stupid. I'm just as stupid. Yeah, I'm just as stupid as Cody Rhodes doing a crossroads onto the table on the outside with myself getting hurt more than the other guy. Great. That was dumb as hell. So Andrade comes down. He points at the guy, goes, "Hey, Arn Anderson, I'll shoot you next." And the little Spanish guy goes in. He gets spine bustered. And then Malachi sprays black mist in Arn's face. Cody gets the win. Pac beats up Andrade. And the match is over. And Cody gets his win back. All is right with the world. And fortunately, we'll never be able to see this match again. Thank God.
Technically, Cody did not get his win back.
He didn't?
Because Malachi is 2-1.
Oh, well then it's even. So now it's even. Good for Cody. Good for you, pal. Good for you.
No, I'm not saying I want this shit to happen again. It's just the fact that Malachi won. Fuck that.
No. Shut the fuck up. That's just the same. So earlier you were talking about the forbidden door being open.
Yes, sir.
So I have two things to talk about with that forbidden door.
Okay.
So, forbidden door 1, which is Impact, is closing. It's closing. That
okay.
The Impact thing is closing. It's
ain't fuck on them no more?
Over. Yeah, it seems like it's over. It seems like this door is closing because I've been hearing all day for the last couple of days that it's closing. That it's done. It is over. It's closing. It's no more Impact. So we'll see how that works out. Now, here's the thing. So, not next week, but the week after. No, that's not even in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, in November, Okada's coming over to America, and he's going to wrestle. So, he's going to wrestle in the New Japan show. And it's like, okay, cool. New Japan Strong show. So, I'm like, okay, what if Bryan Danielson goes over there and faces Okada? That's my first thing. But then somebody else just immediately sent out a tweet and was like, no, let's just break the internet, me and you. And it was formerly Buddy Murphy. And it's like, ooh, okay, well, that's all right, pal. Well, that's very, very interesting. Buddy Murphy versus Okada, or Bryan Danielson versus Okada. And it got me to thinking. And it's like, okay, Okada's going to be here. He's not going to be here for long because he has to go back and quarantine like for December. And I don't know, but like, I don't want this to happen, but like, it's it's like a 50-60% chance it could happen. At the same time, I don't want it to happen because I want something a little different. He could wind up in AEW for a match or two. No, Okada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about that?
No, because I feel like if Okada goes to AEW, they're gonna book him fucked up. Not fucked up in a level like fucking Impact. They're gonna fucking lose miserably against Kenny.
I mean, yeah, of course. But like, everybody wants to see him in AEW. I'm just like, I'm not really just going, yeah, whatever, who cares? That's how I feel, like, whatever, who cares? It's not really a...
I would like to see him in a match against Bryan Danielson, but
yeah.
But nah, because I'll sacrifice. Cause then they're gonna fucking book him fucked up against Kenny eventually. No.
Yeah, but like, what if Bryan Danielson goes over to New Japan Strong and wrestles? Like, what about that? Like, how would you feel about that?
Oh, I'm good with that. I'm good with that, 100%. New Japan knows how to.
Yeah. So yeah, like we'll see how that turns out, and hopefully it turns out great.
Yes, Tony.
Wait, so you're saying Tony can book because you said yes, Tony? See?
No, because Tony is Tiger.
No, you said Tony. Yeah, so that's the thing. And anything else news?
Got nothing, sir.
Nothing at all. You have nothing at all.
Like we discussed the show.
Nothing at all. So
you got anything?
No. I was just seeing if you had anything, but since there's nothing else going on, then I mean, you know, those 3 words that always in the podcast. Do you know the 3 words that in the podcast?
Yeah.